What is up, my fellow Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang, and Miyagi-Do friends alike? In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about Bloodlines. Now, in the context of relating characters to other characters, I feel like the show has a pretty good balance. We have Sam and Anthony for Daniel, and we have Robby for Johnny. And we have Chris and all that kind of stuff. But the constant need to... Is Tori related to Silver? Is she related to Barnes? Is Chris Johnny's father? You know, I saw one saying that, is Bert, like, Silver's son? And I'm just sat there face-palming, thinking, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, really? Come on. Come on, guys. Look, I've said this before ad nauseum. Not every single character needs to be connected to other characters. Characters who are not bloodline offer something different for the story. They offer something unique, something interesting, and something different, you know? The reason why Miguel is so likable is that he's brand new. He's brand new. He's not anything we've seen before. He's pretty much us reliving this world vicariously for a second time. We're getting reintroduced to things. We're learning about things that we thought we knew. You know, we're going on another journey with these characters that we fell in love with 30 years ago. Okay? But this constant desire to connect every character to other characters, to me, it makes the universe feel small. Now, it's no secret, I'm an uber Star Wars fan. Okay? Uber Star Wars fan. And on paper, Rey being a Palpatine is cool. I like the concept. Unfortunately, the execution of it was off. And this is what I don't want to happen to this show. I don't want it to just sort of come out of left field that this person is related to this person. And it's sort of like, well, hang on. You thought this, so we're just going to do this. And at the end of the day, you can't do that. Okay? You can't just take this and throw it over here. Now, it's fun to speculate who characters might be related to, but at the end of the day, guys, we don't know if Julie has kids. We don't know if... I don't think it was speculated if Chosen had any kids or not. We don't know if Mike Barnes has any kids. Terry Silver has any kids. Okay? Or if Kreese ever had any kids. Right? So there's potential for bloodlines in all those characters. But I feel like this constant need, you know, because Kreese showed Torys some, you know, kind of affection and like a father figure, everyone assumes he's related to her. Mike Barnes is her father or something like that. And I just feel like we're going down the same rabbit hole that we were on last season with the main theories that, you know, what was it? That Ali is like Tori's mum or something because she said Ali with a, you know, an I or a Y and all that, and Tory with a Y and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I don't know. I've never been a fan of just constant connections. Like, connections are cool. They're the connective tissue between the old and the new. It's just my problem with it is that, unfortunately, we do live in this era now where the wanting to know information and know everything means that there's no mystery, there's no enigma. It's sort of like, if you bring Miguel's father into Cobra Kai, I'm gonna go, alright, okay, cool. But ultimately, it would feel too convenient if they just bring Miguel's father into Cobra Kai. Admittedly, I really don't want them to. Not just because I like Johnny as his father, but because it's just not necessary. You know, I feel it really adds a layer of its own to this show if we never see Miguel's father. Because you know, and I know it's fiction and all that, but Cobra Kai is very grounded in reality. It does take a few, you know, liberties here or there. But for the most part, it is very grounded in reality in terms of like character relationships. And there are a lot of people in this world nowadays, in the real world, who never knew their father. They never knew their mother, or they never knew their parents, or they don't even know their family. You know, I feel like it really takes away a lot of the enigma and the mystery and the nuances that are created when you just connect everything. So on like Miguel's father appearing, it would be cool, but it's not something like I'm majorly hyped for because we don't really need it, you know? It's sort of like Tori being related to X, Y, and Z, or the fact that we haven't seen who her mother is. you know, we don't need it. You know, that's where I'm getting at, is we don't really need it. I feel like Anthony, Sam, and Robby, they are our bloodline characters. People like Miguel, Mitch, Chris, Dimitri, Hawk, Tory, you know, these guys, Sean, Kyla, what's awesome about these guys is they're new characters, brand new. And they all have their own stories to tell and their own unique identities and stories we have yet to uncover. And I just feel like with this constant need to like, oh, Torys related to this person or whatever, I just feel like we're going down, and this is why I mentioned it, we're going down that rabbit hole of Rey Palpatine. Because as much as on paper I like it, the execution of it just can't, I mean, it's a bit ironic considering it's Palpatine. The execution of it, it just kind of came a bit like, you know, well, hang on, we need to explain where she comes from, and we need to do it in this kind of way to sort of try and please the fans. And, you know, ultimately, I think for most people, you could take the Rey Palpatine thing away, and you won't really lose a lot. I mean, for the movie in isolation, Rey being a Palpatine is core of that movie. But if you take it away from the trilogy, you don't really lose much. I'm talking about the trilogy overall. So this kind of desire to just connect characters to other characters is something that, you know, I've never really personally been a fan of. I used to, right? I really wanted to, especially when the sequel trilogy sort of was fresh. I wanted every character to sort of be related to other characters. And I thought, oh god, this is great. Finn's got to be Mace Windu's son or something like that, you know. And when you do that, you sort of shrink the universe. You don't realize you're doing it, but you do it. And I kind of don't want them to... I don't want them to go down that road, if you know what I mean. Like, if Tory is related to Mike Barnes or Silver or Kreese or whoever, then okay, cool, alright. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it's not necessary, it's not organic, and I feel like it would be sort of shoehorned in. I'm not saying the writers are going to do this at all. I mean, the writers have done so great for 3 seasons so far. I have no reason to doubt them at all. Doing an amazing job they are. It's just, I feel like, you know, when it comes to Bloodlines, it's great having the Bloodline characters. You've got Robby, you've got Anthony, you've got Sam. You've got those 3. And then you've got the new characters like Miguel and all that. And I don't know. I just kind of prefer it when there's just new characters mixed with old and legacy. That way it keeps it feeling fresh. If you keep just sort of making everything Bloodline, you kind of restrict yourself creatively because it feels like you have no other choice but to relate Tory to Mike Barnes or something. You know, I've seen comparisons that because she punches and is aggressive, she's like Mike Barnes person confirmed. It's like, no. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's just a brand new character that just, you know, happened to fall into the Karate Kid universe. But I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say down below. Again, I don't mind when characters are related to other characters, but it is nice to have some brand new, fresh characters who have their own stories to tell that aren't related to anything we know previously and are their own thing. But I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Also, leave your... I said also like 3 times. Leave your comments down there about what videos you'd like to see me do, because I'm interested to hear what kind of things you want me to talk about, what kind of scenes, character arcs, choices. I think one of you guys wanted me to do a video on the arcade can't even speak today. Arcade sequence. Definitely going to do that. Definitely want to talk about that. And yeah, this was just a video of my thoughts on Bloodlines and how messy, how very messy it can be if you go down this road. So I really hope that any characters that are brought in that are like the kid of someone that we know, it's done, you know, it's sort of just like if Mike Barnes comes, he has a kid. Then we can go, you know, okay, yeah, alright, okay, Mike Barnes has a kid. Makes sense. But if you just go, yeah, Tory's related to Terry Silver, it's like, okay, right, where did that come from? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, again, it will be in canon, and there's not your canon and my canon, there's one canon. So, unfortunately, we'd have to just go with it and just, it is canon. But ultimately, I feel like you take away a lot if the more Bloodline characters you have, you know. Sometimes it's good to have fresh characters in there that are just unrelated to anything we know, that are just thrust into this universe. Which is why Miguel Miguel is a fan favorite because he's literally brand new. He's like a hybrid of Daniel and Johnny. You know, it's the dude's great. And I don't know. I swear, was I the only one who got Goku vibes when he had that orange T-shirt on at the end of season 3? I don't know. I just felt like I felt like I was looking at Goku. I mean, I don't know. Does that make Robby Vegeta? I don't know. But anyway, guys and girls, leave your comments down below. It'd be interesting to hear what you guys have to say about it. But yeah, the whole thing could just be messy to me if not done right. But yeah, I'll see you all down in the comments below. And remember, your karate's a joke? Nah, today we're going to go with old school. Defeat does not exist in this dojo. Does it?